On today's show, we meet a wrestler trying to get into the WWE. And Paul Ballstein talks to an artist whose canvas is rooted in the growth of a living tree. And a children's book illustrator who is giving his work a new lease on life by unleashing the power of the internet. All that and more on Go Island.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network.
Hello and welcome to Go Island. We are in the Oak Bay Library today, and I have to say that libraries are one of my favorite places in the whole world. I'm going to tell you why. Not only are they filled with books, which we all love, but here's the thing. On a day when you're like, I'm broke, I'm poor, my life stinks, think to yourself of all the great things you should be grateful for. The library, it's free and you can use it anytime. You can go online and use it. They have all sorts of events going on, and I'm going to get you excited about the library today because I love the library. Now, there are so many cool things going on. Of course, September, back to school. But let's begin with a big event that's coming up that many people are participating in, Culture Days. Talk to me about Culture Days.
Yeah, so Culture Days happens September 27th to 29th, and here at the library we're celebrating this year by having a living library. So at 3 different of our branches we're going to have living books. So people from Victoria's arts community are going to come and be books, and we're inviting the public to come and have a conversation for 20 minutes, half an hour with them.
How much do you love that? See, the library, and it's free. Go on.
So, and this is also connected to a collaborative community project called Shakespeare On Stage, Off Stage. And this is a whole group of partners that have worked together, including Pacific Opera, the Belfry Theatre, UVic Libraries. And so many of the people involved in those productions are going to be here for our living library. So we get to have a chance to get up close with Shakespeare and find out about how people do lighting and theatre, choreography, singing, opera. There's so many fantastic programs happening for kids as well, like story times for all ages. We get special craft programs. We have a program called Reading Buddies where kids can come and be partnered with a teen volunteer if they need help with their extra reading. So all sorts of fantastic things like that as well.
Now there's something going on with the library as well this month with digital books that we're going to talk about in just a minute, which I'm very excited about. I still think people don't totally get the whole digital book thing and the library thing right now. It's so simple to download a book through the library, and it always blows me away when I do it because I'm waiting for them to say, we need your credit card number and we're going to charge you $25, and they never ask for any money unless I'm late, which, you know, I never am. Really, I'm not. But first, we are going to have a special edition of The Con because our very own Dan Con meets a fellow who wants to be a professional wrestler. Very cool story. Thanks for that story, Dan Con. Wrestling. I've never really got it. But you know one thing I do get? Libraries. Love them. Always have. And now as we are in the year 2013, so is the library with digital books and so many opportunities for kids of all ages to get online and experience the joy of reading. Tell us, Anne, a little bit about the digital program you have here at the library.
Well, right now we have a special program going on. It started September 16th, continues to September 30th. It's called the Big Library Read. And that is an overdrive program where a title, an ebook, is featured for kids.
Yeah.
I would say at this point it's kids.
Yeah.
Can check out for free, and they don't even have to wait for it. It's
Nice.
available to everybody. But the highlight of the Big Library Read this is the second program you see. Back
Yes.
in May we launched just an ebook for adults. Well, this is a book for kids. It's called Fancy Nancy, Nancy Clancy Super Sleuth. And for those fans of
Excellent
Fancy
name.
Nancy, she's back and she's in a chapter book, and it's fabulous. But it's not only available in ebook, EPUB format, but it's also available in audio. So this is the first time the program has offered a title in both formats.
Okay, and here's the thing. When my daughter was little, she did not sort of love reading the way I wanted her to. And so I did a ton of research on how to get kids to read, and the number one thing read out loud to them. If you read out loud, if you have audiobooks in the car when you're driving to and fro, they will fall in love with stories and storytelling, and they will eventually become lifelong readers. And so here's a great opportunity to get your kids excited about reading. Fancy Nancy.
Yeah, it is fantastic. But this Big Library Read is a fantastic program because it's global.
It is.
It's
amazing.
It is a big book club for kids. Over 6,500 libraries are participating in this, and in 6 countries. So there's an opportunity for
crazy. I love that. Something good has to come out of that.
So crazy.
When the world comes together and reads, that's got to be a good thing. It's got to be good karma when kids come together and read Fancy Nancy.
And talk about it too.
We are now going to head to the Horticultural Center, where Paul Ballstein caught up with a bonsai expert. This is just one of those stories that will make you, want to go to all your friends and say, let's do a bonsai workshop. So cool. Thanks for that story, Paul. Of course, if you want to learn more about bonsai, one of the best places you can come, a library, because they have a book on everything here. Right now, there's a really cool program going on that I hope gets every child excited about reading, because it is the greatest gift you can give a child, is the passion for reading. Tell us how simple it is for parents right now to access the Nancy Clancy book online with this special program you have going on.
Well, on our website, we are promoting the Big Library Read program, and there's a link in the promotion to our Library to Go database, and as well, the database prominently displays our Big Library Read, so it would be very difficult to miss.
And here's my question for you before we head to break. Do you and your children all have library cards? If you don't, before this month is over, get yourself a library card, because how much will it cost you to get a library card?
Absolutely nothing.
I'm telling you, think about that. A card that allows you access to hundreds and thousands of books, and it costs you nothing. Love it. We have to take a really quick break, but stay with us, because when we come back, more about what's happening at our libraries and more great stories right here on Go Island. I'm so happy right now because I'm at the Oak Bay Library, surrounded by one of my favorite things in the world, books. We are having a lot of fun learning about how everybody, from babies to kids to adults, can get more out of their library experience. And one of the things that I'm amazed at is how you guys keep coming up with creative and innovative ways to help people make the most of the library experience. Tell me about the grab bag that we just lost to somebody who came in and grabbed it.
They're literally so popular that I had one to show you and I had to give it back because the woman who was waiting for it came. It's a new addition to our adult collection, actually. We realized we do lots of cool things for kids and teens, and that adults deserve some love too.
Yes.
So we put together some what we call staff picks to go, and this is really for busy people, maybe such as yourself or me. You can come in, you grab a bag, it comes in a great fabric tote bag all of its own, and it has 5 books and 1 audiobook on a theme. So I was thinking for you, perhaps, sassy Southern women.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Y'all know I love that.
Me too. A little cooking, a little draw.
Oh yeah, a little bourbon.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's no bourbon in the kit, but feel free to add your own. Also comes with a list of other books, so if you read that and you love it, and you got to bring it back to us after 6 weeks, you have another list of books to continue on your reading. And there's some other themes too. If you liked Girl with the Dragon Tattoo, we have Crimes in Cold Climes, which is sort of continuing on in that sort of theme. Fun for foodies, and lots of other really great themes.
We have so many more things to share with you about what's happening here at the library, all the libraries all over Vancouver Island. But first, we're going to head to Nanaimo, where Derek Johnston takes a look at how arts groups are coming up with innovative ways to fundraise. Thanks for that story, Derek. We're here in Oak Bay at the library, learning about all the cool things that are happening, including a contest that prizes are involved. Yes, prizes that you can win. Tell us what's going on.
So the Victoria Book Prize has just been, the nominees have just been announced, you may know. local, so fabulous. And
exciting.
there are books for adults and kids. And last year we ran a contest that was really popular, so we decided to run it again.
Okay.
If you go to our website, you can tell us who you think is going to win out of the nominees.
Okay.
And if you're right, you get entered to win a set of books.
We have to take a very short break, but go nowhere, because when we come back, speaking of books, our very own James Green has a story about a children's book illustrator that is using the power of the internet to make sure that those children's books are getting on the internet so everybody can access them. Thanks for that story, James Green. James is also behind the camera. What a talented guy.
Amazing.
And speaking of talent, one of the beautiful things about the library is they access talented, creative people from all over to help bring books to life. Tell us about the Shakespeare On Stage, Off Stage event.
So there's a huge partnership going on throughout really Victoria, celebrating Shakespeare, but the launch is at the Central Library in our courtyard on Saturday, this Saturday, from 11 till 12. There's going to be, it's almost like a mini festival, so a little book smack, which we've done before, where we talk about great books and we get rowdy librarians. You have to see it.
Yeah.
And there's also going to be some live theater. It's going to be very cool, so well worth popping down. It's free, you can walk in, you can walk out, but come check it out.
Thank you so much. See you soon.
Go Island is brought to you by German Auto Import Network, Men's Wardrobe by DG Bremner & Co., Menswear and Accessories, Hair Services provided by Salon J.